The topics and opinions expressed in the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4CY Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4CY Radio or its employees or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4CY Radio.
Welcome to the Eat and Critique Show with restaurant critics Steve-O and Sophia. Brought to you by one of Steve-O and Sophia's favorite Incontro Italian cuisine and steakhouse located on the Walk in Coral Springs. Now, sit back while award-winning restaurant critics Steve-O and Sophia share with you the good, the bad, and the ugly in South Florida Diner.
Good evening, South Florida, and we're back. The Eat and Critique restaurant radio show with Steve-O and Sophia.
Who's Steve-O?
Me.
And I'm Sophia.
I guess tonight. Oh boy.
Hey, we have a show tonight. First of all, this is going to be like a late Christmas.
Early
late Hanukkah.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's right.
Valentine's Day.
What we're saying is we are giving away so many gift certificates tonight. And we have, listen, I'm from Texas, and barbecue and Mexican food are always my favorite. And we did a tasting at a new barbecue restaurant. It's in Wellington. Well, it's Royal Palm, and they're also going to be opening up in Delray Beach. Folks, as soon as I came in, the aroma I thought I was either in heaven or back in Texas again. That's how good it smelled in there. We're waiting for them to come online. It is going to be one of the gift certificates that we give away tonight. We're just in that kind of a mood. We must have at least 10 gift certificates to give away tonight.
More. I think we have more, actually.
But here's how you do it, though. We have a chat line. It should be to the right of your page. And all you've got to do when we say we're getting ready to give away a gift certificate is say, I want to go. We're going to take the first one every time we do another gift certificate. Just go. Who cares? No, but and every one of these gift certificates are amazing. Now, here are the rules. If you've won before, please don't call in or write in. We've got so many people who want gift certificates. And if you keep coming on, some of the people aren't going to get one.
We want everyone to have a chance.
Yeah, because we're good guys.
We are.
Well, you're not a guy. Oh, my God, you're not a guy. So that's the only thing is that if you've won with us before, I want you to wait. Wouldn't you say like 2 months before you can try to win another gift certificate?
Maybe more. Okay. Let's give everyone a chance.
And then here's something. This is probably the most important thing that I'll say tonight. Tomorrow is Sophia's birthday.
Happy birthday to me.
We're getting so many new people. I would sing happy birthday to her now, but we're trying to gain people and not lose people. Hey, if you've just tuned in, we are local restaurant critics that enjoy what we do. We also, you're kind of quiet tonight. Is it because your birthday's tomorrow?
You embarrassed me about it.
Oh, look how young you look.
Oh, thank
she
you,
looks
DJ.
like she's in her 40s and she's 23. I would not do that ever. So we're waiting. Our guest should be on like any minute now. Would you kind of carry on? I just want to make sure that.
We are going to talk tonight, like Steve said, about probably the best barbecue restaurant that we've been to. We've tried other restaurants. one on Dixie, which I highly do not recommend, and a few others in Boca and some like Lake Clark Shores, I guess it would be considered, or maybe West Palm on Forest Hill. There's so many barbecue places around, and this one blew me away. It was the best barbecue that we've had. The menu's very extensive too. They go from burgers to barbecue. They have chicken.
They really did the tasting right. They brought out about 8 different items. So the first thing I did is the sauce. If the sauce is no good, you're in for a long night.
I was going to mention that the sauce that's what made the barbecue. Remember when we went to the one pig?
One pig.
The pig
How
one
many are there?
on Dixie. And the sauce was vinegar. Do you remember that? It was pure vinegar. Pure vinegar.
It was horrible.
It was. This one's tangy and sweet and a real barbecue sauce.
So the barbecue sauce was out of this world. So I knew it was going to be a good night. Now, I'm going to tell you, and we're going to go over all this stuff with them, but they brought out sliced brisket. Sophia, it was tender.
I actually missed it.
What do you mean you missed it?
I actually missed it, and they were kind enough to pack the.
Oh yeah, they packed everything.
They packed everything for me, which I thought was really sweet.
Yeah, most restaurants don't do that.
No,
except the grilled cheese restaurant we went to.
Oh, that's
they're
next
on with
week.
us next week. Oh my God, I have never tasted grilled cheese so good, and there were so many different ways they prepared it.
And I'm proud. He's my friend.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, that's the kind I'm always scared about because you don't want to. They don't know us. They don't want to hurt their feelings. But oh my God, it's called
grilled cheese.
Is it grilled cheese?
Yeah.
I thought there was more to
it's
it.
in Northwood.
Palm Beach. Anyway, we'll be talking about
next
them
week.
Next week. We're looking for our guys right now.
Greg and Tim.
I guess
are the owners.
Yeah, I guess they're not there. Sometimes I worry, did I give them the wrong, how to get into the show?
And I wonder if they're having problems logging on. But if, you know what, they're not on and we kind of running out of time to get to the rest of our agenda. So maybe we just start with what you had.
Okay. So yes, we're going to do that. One of the things I wanted to tell you about, I love cornbread. I love cornbread, and I have not found good cornbread here in Florida. I don't know why it is. It's not hard to make. And I got to tell you, as soon as the cornbread is good when you do not have to put butter on it or honey on it. It's so good because cornbread can tend to be a little bland. But anyway, their cornbread was so good. Then they had the sliced beef. Sophia, I cut it with my fork.
The care package that they packed for me, which I thank them again. I opened the package and I just kind of moved it with my finger just to look, and it was so moist it fell apart. It broke into pieces. It was that moist.
You know what I like when a barbecue restaurant gives you a choice when it's sliced beef? You can either have it dry or you can have it wet. Or you can have half dry and half wet, which is the way I like it. And they already do it that way. So that was really cool. Then they brought the ribs out. Now, these are St. Louis ribs.
They were really good.
The meat fell off the
They
bone.
were really good.
You know, I got to tell you, this is kind of a little scoop. When you're a restaurant critic, you kind of sometimes worried because you can't eat everything. I mean, it's impossible. So when you leave something, you hope that you don't hurt the chef's feelings. Like, oh, I didn't like this. Look how much is left. But you know, when they bring out 8 or 9 items,
You can't eat it all.
there's no way.
One bite each.
Then I really test the beans,
Ugh.
barbecue beans, and what they do is they bring the pork in on it. So it's got a little sweet taste to it, and they put this pork in it. Their barbecue beans are out of this world. Listen, our producer PJ's going to be going there.
Yeah.
I
Well,
said PJ. Why did they say that?
you always call them everything, kind of like basketball.
Yeah. Sorry,
Struce,
DJ.
Strauss, Deadman.
No, but the beans were out of this world.
But they were real beans. I mean, again, we went to the other restaurant and remember the beans we had?
Oh, those are really beans.
They weren't baked beans. I mean, when you go to a barbecue restaurant, you're looking for baked beans. And theirs was different from other restaurants. They actually had the, was it the brisket on top with the barbecue sauce mixed in with the beans?
Well, it was actually.
They had the pulled pork.
Pulled pork.
Yeah. That was really good.
And then I'm not a mac and cheese person. I never have been. But they brought out mac and cheese with the pulled pork on top.
Mm-hmm.
Did it knock my socks off? No, it did not. But
that's because you don't like mac and cheese.
I'm not a big mac and cheese. Then, oh my God, they brought out this burger. It's called the Master Burger. And this burger, because you know their name is, did we give the name?
Yes.
Smoke Shack Barbecue and Burgers. These guys started the restaurant in New Jersey. They have 2 restaurants there. And they decided to come down here to Florida. They were telling me everything wrong with New Jersey. And not only do they have one in Royal Palm, right?
Royal Palm Beach,
but
Okeechobee and Jog.
Yes. But they're going to be opening up one in 2 weeks in
Delray.
Yeah. That's going to do really well.
I think I missed, because I love coleslaw, and I missed that. So you'll have to tell me how that is.
They don't just give you coleslaw. They put a half sour pickle on there. And I know you love half sour pickles. And they put beets on there. So it's not just the coleslaw. Then, so I was going to tell you, the Master Burger has got fried chicken breast. It's got barbecue pulled pork. It's got chopped brisket on there. It has cheese on there, barbecue sauce. I mean, that is a Whopper.
That's huge.
That's a Whopper. That's a real Whopper.
That's a meal for 5.
And it was a great, no, it was okay. But, you know, again, I've never been the kind that just wants to pile it on. So maybe if it was just the fried chicken, I probably would have loved it.
Or just the burger.
I would have loved it. Or just the brisket, chopped brisket, I would have loved it.
With the burger.
Yeah. Oh my God, Sophia, I walked out of there. I mean, well, first of all, I was so full. I was so full because I couldn't stop eating the sliced beef. It had such a great taste to it, and then the barbecue sauce just enhanced it.
And then they gave you the bread pudding. They had the bread pudding bites.
They're actually called, I'm sorry, it's not probably proper to do, but I'm looking to see if they're having problems getting on the show, because they should have been on by now. And I just spoke to them about an hour and a half ago. This guy, Greg, one of the owners, started off just barbecuing in his backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And he noticed more and more people who
His
lived
friends
in the neighborhood would be coming over
coming by, walking their dog and
yeah,
sniffing
because
over the
because
fence.
they
What
were
are you cooking over
barbecuing.
there?
He said there was like 50 people every weekend wanting his
Party.
barbecue, and he was in the finance business. And he said, maybe I should just open up a barbecue. Oh, Sophia, of all people who really deserved to be in the barbecue business, it's these guys. And the service was, we really look at service.
Mhm.
I mean, the lady was always coming over and bringing me my root beer. That's what I decided to have that night. I don't do that very often. But folks, this place now we're going to do right now. I cannot believe
Well,
they're not on.
I can't either, but you listed a bunch of different sauces that they had as well.
Yeah, they did.
And
Now,
everything's made in the house.
yeah,
correct?
everything unless
don't-
it's fried.
Right.
That is not. But I got to tell you, they have 5 different sauces. They have a mango sauce.
I would
They
like
have
that.
a charred apple chipotle.
That's
Then they have a
unusual.
chipotle aioli.
Mhm.
The steer sauce, which is their regular
Red.
barbecue sauce.
That was awesome.
My favorite was the charred apple, and the steer sauce was my second favorite. I didn't really care for the others, but you know what? That's what's so great about this show. We're not gonna, these aren't paid sponsors. We don't do that.
I would have liked to try the mango and the apple. That sounds unusual for barbecue.
I tell you, this would be a great place to cater.
That's what I was just. I was thinking that.
And you know what? And then they did the bread pudding bites, and they served it with honey, and I couldn't stop eating those. But you know what?
That's why they're called bites.
But that was so nice of them to wrap everything up.
I wanted to thank Greg and Tim, but they're not on. So, Greg and Tim, if you're listening, thank you so much for remembering me and thinking about me and packing it so I could at least try it.
So let's give away a couple gift certificates. Mm-hmm. If we have 2 $25 gift certificates, and I'm sure they'll be good at Delray if you want to wait till they open in Delray. And it's really simple. All you have to do is we'll ask you for your phone number. They enter your phone number in, and it gets sent to you automatically. So all you've got to do is go to our chat line. It's right to the right of the screen. Put on there, I would like
to win.
Pretty easy. By the way, folks, you got to stay for the whole show. Tonight, towards the end of the show, there are some new restaurants that Sophia is going to share with you.
Me?
I mean, if you're always looking for new restaurants, do we have new restaurants? And we wouldn't steer you wrong, right? So
poor guys, they don't know what they're in for.
That's why I got to check.
Let's see if at least Pedro's Sophia coming on.
This is them.
Oh, maybe.
Hello.
So Pedro from Encontro is going to be our next guest. And we're going to talk about his Valentine's Day specials. And then I wanted to remind everyone about February 4th. Next week, we're going to actually have the Fireman on our show with the 2 not-for-profits that their chili cook-off is going to benefit. It's going to be at Albacoa in Jupiter on February 4th.
That's unreal.
And
this is them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes.
And DJ is Pedro in.
Let me see if, because he said they tried to get on and it wouldn't allow them to come on. It said, we'll tell you. They're in backstage right now, so maybe DJ
can you see if they're backstage?
But you're in the right place, so we'll just keep listening. We'll see if
they're not backstage.
They don't show you backstage. that link
And-
that I sent you in blue.
So again, it was, where's the menu? The menu, Steve.
Okay. See, this is live radio. This is we'll
It's
just
called
keep
the
listening.
Smoke
We're
Shack Barbecue and
You know
Burgers.
what? Why don't we have them call in the show? Let's see. What is the phone number, DJ? I am so sorry about
Did they click join studio? Ask
Yeah.
if they click join studio.
Joint studio. Yeah, they did. And they waited to be let in.
Okay.
Is DJ giving us the phone number? We can't have dead air. Okay.
Then move the phone.
Because I didn't expect to have. Here we go. 561-623-9428.
28.
We won't have a lot of time, but call in right now.
We've kind of talked about everything. Do you have the menu that we can maybe, while we're waiting for them to call in, share
I
with
thought you had it.
No, I don't have
I've
it.
got the menu.
Oh, here it is.
See.
So,
See.
so there's barbecue sandwiches, chopped chicken, barbecue chopped chicken, barbecue pulled pork, barbecue chopped brisket. And then they have sauces, green chili hot sauce, mango habanero hot sauce, charred apple hot sauce, honey mustard, chipotle aioli, black truffle sauce, and the steer sauce.
Okay, we gave them the wrong number.
And then we have hot dogs.
Hold on one second. Guys, if you can hear us, 561-623.
Can you text them?
9429. I don't have anything.
Can you text them?
They should have heard that.
It's okay, DJ.
Let's announce
It's okay.
the gift certificates again.
So we have 2 gift certificates to give away.
Yes.
Chat in for us. Chat in. And it's a $25 gift certificate to the Smoke Shack Barbecue and Burgers on Okeechobee and Jog. And they have every kind of burger imaginable, combos, brisket and
We
ribs.
have no.
Steve.
There you go. What is it?
561-623-9429. Hey, is that them? I think that's them.
Me.
Hi.
Oh,
How are you, Sophia?
I wanted to thank you for packing a care package for me. Thank you. I'm sorry I missed it.
You're very welcome. And I'm sorry we missed the opportunity to get on live today. As I was telling Steve, we've been in the waiting room there, and I sent him a picture. I took a snapshot of it and texted to him where it says that the host will allow us into the room, be ready at any time.
We're sorry that happened. We kind of talked about everything
no, but
about
you know
it.
what that means? I'm
Well,
gonna make you.
I'll tell you what,
I'm gonna make you a promise, Greg, that when you open up Delray,
We have you back.
we're gonna have you back.
that would be wonderful. And I'll tell you, I started to listen to the show. I'm like, something must be wrong. So I opened up the show and I started to listen, and you guys couldn't have been any kinder, any nicer. I truly appreciate, the opportunity to meet with you, Steve, and unfortunately not quite yet with you, Sophia. But I mean, the kindness that you shared with your audience is something that we will forever be thankful for. And,
Don't worry, because I'm going to be there. You'll get to see me. After I tried what I tried, you'll be seeing me.
You know what?
Yeah, and I heard you sticking up for mac and cheese too, because you're like, well, Steve, you're not a mac and cheese guy. So
I'm not a mac and
we gotta
cheese
talk about
person.
that.
But I got to tell you, your beans were out of this world. It was the best cornbread I've ever had. And, being from Texas, they got some great cornbread there. Your sliced beef was so tender. It was what you cooked it to perfection. And then you've got the greatest barbecue sauce. Your ribs, I could have done probably a slab easily myself. Easily.
Well,
And,
that's
you
so
know,
nice to hear.
it is, man, you guys just amazing, amazing. And we normally, this could have gone the other way, which I told them about.
Like the pig.
But, yes, I told them about how bad it was.
The water.
But your sauces are excellent. And if someone likes barbecue, let me tell you something. Even if you don't like barbecue, you want to go over there. I tell you, it
They
will
have
make
other
you
things
change. Yeah,
besides.
you've got a whole menu.
You have burgers. You have all kinds of sandwiches. Oh God, they have a sandwich called the Flying Pig.
Oh yeah. And you know, Steve, it's interesting that you say that because over time, when we first started about 6-7 years ago, it was really just the basics, and we tried to really get the basics down to the place where they were as good as we could make them. And then as people started moving away from just, you know, a couple buddies here and there. When we first opened the restaurant, you know, it was a backyard, you know, barbecue warrior thing before we opened the restaurant. But once we opened, a lot of first timers were mostly guys who like barbecue, and they started saying, you know, we'd love to bring our family, but my son won't eat this, or my daughter likes this. And we just got to the kitchen and we thought about what would be the best way that we could, you know, basically pair the food that we have with some menu items that are more family friendly, a little bit more diversified, and could help those folks who are really, you know, who really love to eat barbecue come on in with their families and not necessarily have family members who have to eat barbecue that don't want to. So we really worked hard to make sure that all the menu items were as good as we really make sure to make sure that the menu items were something that we would want to eat, that we would not want to eat. We would feed it to our families. We would enjoy it ourselves. And that's really, it struck a chord with the communities that we've built our shops in. And now we see, you know, I'm going to take a stab and say 80% of the orders that are coming through, even when they're delivery orders, they're still families. And we're seeing, you know, fish and chips along with brisket and you know, chicken fingers along with pulled pork. And that's just not something we did 5 years ago, but now it's really allowed us to touch a lot more of the community because we've broadened that menu, and we've allowed, you know, we built a kids corner menu, and we have a salad menu, and we even have a Beyond Burger on the menu for vegetarians. And it's been an amazing experience really expanding that menu to a place where not only our barbecue items we're getting great feedback on, but the other stuff, and families are enjoying their experience with us, you know, regardless of which menu items.
And you have catering too. I just wanted to mention for the next time, there's a join studio at the bottom of the screen, and then it opens the link. It's just
Okay.
so for the next time.
Yeah.
So
We're running.
I think I'm pretty
We're
sure
scrolling now. Your new restaurant opening up in Delray.
yes, we have coming soon, Delray Beach, 13900 Jog Road. What do you
Great.
want to give the hours that you're available or open? The Smoke
Sure.
Shack Barbecue on
Sure.
Okeechobee.
It'll be the same hours, both Delray and Okeechobee, which is Sunday through Thursday. We're open from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. and then Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. And we'll be offering beer and wine to our guests likely before the end of the month here in Okeechobee and as we open in Delray.
Hey, Greg, did you ever think all
Yes,
that barbecuing in your backyard would turn into this?
No, not at all. Not even close. I tell you, the first time we did it, the first brisket we smoked was the worst piece of meat I've ever seen in my life. It was an absolute disaster, but it got really good really quick. And you know, looking back now and seeing those dozens of families in the backyard just kind of hanging out by the pool and having a great time, and that idea, I would do it 10 times over again. It was the best decision I ever made in my life. it gave me an opportunity to really watch my kids grow. Now, that doesn't mean it's not, a third child. I have two. I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, but really it was our first. It was my first child, and it's a labor of love for sure. But like I said, I do it 10 times over again, and it's given me an opportunity to sort of get out of the suit and tie and city life and move to a much more family-oriented opportunity to be with my family. And, not just me. When my brother-in-law and I and my families really started this, we all were kind of under one roof and just going at it. And the family was incredibly supportive. And I got to watch not only, my two girls as they grow now, they're still very young, but my nephews, I have 3 of those from my brother-in-law, who's an immensely impactful partner in our business here as well. So it's all in all, it's just been a great experience. It's been a great move for us. And we've got to meet literally thousands of people that we would have never met before. And they've, shared their experiences with us. And you had just mentioned catering. We've had some great opportunities to meet some fantastic people in private party settings and big party settings and in corporate events. And it's just been something very different. As you say, Steve, 6 years ago, looking out the scope of life and seeing what it would have been had I stayed in corporate America versus where we are today, I wouldn't change it for the world.
Well, Greg, I have a question. Where do you live? When's he barbecuing again?
It's a good question. So my wife, my wonderful wife, and my 4-year-old daughter, who is just a ray of sunshine. They've taken the plunge with me as deep as they can go. They've dove in headfirst. And day after Christmas last year, I packed up the car and brought down as much as I could from New Jersey and met my partner Tim down here, and we basically kicked Okeechobee off. And a couple days later, my wife and 2 daughters came in tow, and we started to just venture out a bit. And I'm happy to say that yesterday we made an offer on a property that was accepted, so we will be full-time residents of Palm Beach Gardens, hopefully by about the 15th of February.
Congratulations. I love the gardens.
Thank you.
So
we are
I
very,
want
very
to say
excited.
one thing, because we get so many new listeners and viewers every week. I want people to understand this is not a paid commercial. This is something that Sophia and I mean, we have advertisers, I'm not saying, but we understand that money is tight. You have a lot of different places you can go to. And, everybody says, oh, this is the best place you go there. It was horrible. We've done that before. But I must tell you that your restaurant, Smoke Shack and Burgers, I got to tell you, it was a huge hit with us. And people must try it. Again, if you'd like to win a gift certificate,
make a comment at youtube.com/talk4tv and you can win the gift certificate.
right.
Again, youtube.com/talk4tv.com, or you can write into the comment section. Oh, we got one. Blondie.
What color her
Hey,
hair is.
Blondie. Okay.
So we're gonna.
Well, Blondie gets the first.
Blondie-
Yay.
When she comes here, we'll give her a bread pudding bite along with that.
Okay.
So we just need to get her phone number because I don't know how it's done. But that's all you guys need is a phone number. Look at this. What is that? And so this is what we're going to do. We are when Delray is open. Oh my God! You should see all the people who are typing in right now. When you open Delray, we're going to have you back on the show again.
Well, it's a piece of advice. You may want to keep me on telephone like you are now, because I don't know what I can do to those cameras of yours. It's not.
We'll figure that out.
I'm much better looking on the phone, folks.
Stop bragging, Greg. Stop bragging, bro. Hey, thanks for hopping on, you and Tim, and we're going to come by and see you before Delray opens because I got to come back and have more of that sliced beef.
I have to have my sister
We'd-
try it. She loves ribs.
We can't wait to see you guys again. It was a great pleasure to meet you, Steve. We had a blast just talking with you and really learning about you.
Greg,
and the show. And
give everybody your phone number again. Give everybody your phone number.
Steve. For the Royal Palm Beach,
Yes.
just popping it up here. Bear with me a second, because I admittedly don't know it yet.
You have it on speed
I
dial.
only have a couple hunt lines. Bear with me 1 second. What do I call this? Oh, the phone number? Yeah.
The phone
I'm sorry.
number is
I'm sorry, guys. I
561.
had it up.
I have it. It's okay. 561-437-1121. Again, 561-437-1121, 10233 Okeechobee Boulevard, Royal Palm, which is basically Okeechobee and Jog Road area.
Easy to find. And if
That's
you look,
correct. I just found it in my notes here.
okay, guys. Hey, we'll
Thank
see you
you.
soon.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys, so much.
All right. Bye.
Wow.
Oh, Pedro's not on.
We're waiting for the
So-
owner of Incontro, our Italian restaurant. Again, if you would like to win a gift certificate, just throw us your name out. We'll ask you privately for your address. If you want the barbecue, all we need is your phone number, and somehow the system figures out where to mail it to. That's kind of cool.
Yes, and our winner, Hey Blondie Hey, if you could chat in the comment either your email address or a phone number
number.
for me.
No one will see it.
Nobody sees it but Steve-O and I will contact you right after the show.
Yeah.
And I see
What's wrong?
that Pedro's not in yet, and we're
Okay.
running out of time.
Let's
We
go to the
only-
fire. We got to promote
Yeah, we
the
have
Fireman chili cook-off.
we have 10 minutes left to the show.
Okay,
so
we have a
the-
little bit more than that.
No, we have 10 minutes.
Okay, so
February 4th, the Fireman's Chili Cook-Off, Albacoa, Jupiter. And at the beginning of the show, we mentioned that we're actually going to have them on the show next week.
next week
to-
they'll be on with us.
And the not-for-profit that it benefits will be a guest with them
They had 1,500 people there
last year.
Music, it's such a
Everything.
cool event. And we'll be out there. We're going to be judging.
Well, we're judges. I can't wait.
And I can be bought.
Not me.
Let's see. How
So-
many, okay.
We have 10 minutes left to the show. So
Oh,
the
Sophia.
new restaurants.
Yes. Now, we really searched this out. And we found restaurants that maybe other people don't know about that
Yet.
are really good.
Wait till
But
they
we're
find
getting
out.
ready to change that tonight.
I can't
So
wait.
get your pens and pencils out. You want to write these down. I think we've got about 10.
I think there's 10.
Yeah, maybe be more than that.
Oh,
No,
there's
actually, it looks like
more.
there's
Oh,
more than
there's
that.
so many new restaurants out there.
This is going to be fun.
Oh, it's going to be a
Okay,
lot of
so
fun.
these are restaurants that have just opened up. They're smaller, but oh my God, they're so good. And again, remember us. If it's bad, we're going to tell you. So, Sophia, why don't you get started?
Well, the Dairy Godmother just opened.
Yeah, the Dairy Godmother. That's kind of a cool name.
Yeah, I wonder what they serve. Ice cream?
And they're by
Do
the
you think
shell-
they serve ice cream maybe?
They're by the Shell station. So, and they're usually, there's a big yellow bus out front. So look for the big yellow
Maybe
bus.
the Elsie the cow might be out there.
Maybe.
I don't know.
What's next?
I don't know. There's the Turn Up the Beat.
Oh, that's a cute name. Turn up the beat. Turn up and beat.
And that's in the farms way out in
Yes.
Okeechobee.
Yes.
Like
And-
the sugar canes, maybe Clewiston.
They're only open for breakfast from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. Just breakfast only. Okay, what's the next one?
Let us be frank. Must be a salad place.
You think? Or how about a hot dog place?
Maybe both. Maybe both. Maybe they sell both. But I think my
I know
favorite
DJ's
was
getting hungry from these
well,
restaurants.
no, the best one I think was Nacho Daddy.
Oh yeah,
We
Nacho
love
Daddy.
nachos. We do love nachos.
Now they are right next to Publix.
Next to Rosalita's.
Rosalita's. What else we got there?
I think the Garden of Eden. Like we're eating that garden. No, I think my favorite new one was called Bread Zeppelin.
That's cool. That's a good
That's
name.
a cool one.
Yes. And listen, if you find any of these restaurants, please let us know.
Where are they?
We're kind of giving them directions.
Bite me sandwiches.
Bite me sandwiches.
Tie me up. Oh,
Now that's a
God.
Thai restaurant.
That has to be.
Right.
That has to be.
Oh, the next one's a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, we have so many new restaurants. We're not even going to be able to mention them all. Like Let's Catch Up, Lock, Stock, and Bagels.
How about one in a million?
One in a million it must be Mexican. Or Jamaican Me Hungry. That has to
You
be
know
up
which
on-
one's my favorite.
I knew
You know
where-
I was going to say that.
I know where you can get crabs.
Yes, we found this fresh crab restaurant, and it's called Dirty Dick's. That's the name of it. And they have a sign up that says,
Get your crabs at Dirty
I got
Dick's.
my crabs at Dirty Dick's. Are
That's pretty pathetic, isn't it?
we still on the air? Are we still there?
Uh,
They haven't grabbed us off the air yet.
the slutty vegan.
Oh, what kind of place is that?
Oh, but just let's go
How about
there.
Planet of the Crepes?
Where latte me live instead of let me live, latte me. Oh,
You know what? One of the things I want to do is
can you believe people name their restaurants this?
no.
No, this
Yeah.
is really true. We're not making this up.
Sophia, you do know there's not really a Santa Claus, right?
Oh,
You know these restaurants.
Oh.
Aren't. It's okay. We'll talk about it later.
you're telling me
You got-
now.
They're not real, Sophia. We're not going to tell our audience that.
No, these are real though. These restaurants are real.
Hey, our listeners have been waiting for the last 2 days to hear these restaurants.
Yeah, too bad they're not in West Palm
Or Broward.
or
Dayton.
Miami,
Yeah, they're not in any of them.
but they really are. They really exist.
So
They really
again,
do.
if you would like to win a gift certificate, all you got to do is go to our chat line. Tell us, I would like to win. We actually have, we've got some more for smoke barbecue.
We have
Smoke
so
shack.
many, and also mention in the comments that you want to win under youtube.com/talk with the number 4 TV.
And you know what? I got to tell people this. This is the time to win the gift certificates because, folks, from about 3 months from now, when this show is so hot, it is so hard to get in to win a gift certificate. So there's so many people.
Well, when we were on the last station, the 6 radio stations, we used to have so many get mad at us because they didn't call in time and the gift certificates were gone. And we, hey, Blondie, hey, we need your email so that I could at least communicate to you after the show so that you could get your gift certificate.
You know, I got to tell you, you're really good about the gift certificates because normally it takes shows like this 2, 3, 4 weeks to get the gift certificate out, and there's no reason for that.
I send them out the
You
same
do.
night
You're
with
amazing
with a
about that.
thank you note, a personal thank you note.
And that will be worth some money someday.
Oh.
It will be. We're on with you every Monday night from 6 to 7. I should say Eastern Standard Time, because we got calls from. We got one from Kansas City,
Nevada. I got an email from Australia. Next week, down under. Next week, we have a really special show. We only have 2 minutes left. So next week, we have a really special show, because they're 2 friends of mine that actually are going to be on our show. One is the grilled cheese.
Yes. Oh, folks, if you like grilled cheese,
this is
I fell in love with this place.
It's not like a grilled cheese. It's a gourmet. He's like the mastermind of grilled cheeses. Right. So, and then we have Ilya, and he's going to talk about 3 special gins and rare gin, and he's a gin miser. And then again, the Firemen are going to be on to talk about their chili cook-off in Jupiter on February 4th. They're going to be on.
That is going to be so cool. Well, I guess it's time to get out of here.
No, we have 2 minutes left. I don't want to go.
Say something about Encontro. They are our big sponsors. Because they're one of our favorite places.
I'm shocked. Pedro, he must be slam busy.
Yes.
But it's on the walk in Coral Springs. If you like branzino, it is the best that you've ever had. And he has pistachios on top. So if you're allergic to nuts, don't get that. But
it's strictly fine dining. And by the way, we actually have a $25 gift certificate. If you want to write us right now.
We have a bunch of gift certificates for him.
We'll send you a 25. Oh my God, that's Valentine's. Mm-hmm. Imagine getting $25 off on your Valentine's dinner.
My sister wrote, your sister prefers brisket versus ribs. Because I was saying she loved ribs. That is so funny. Okay, Margaret.
Oh, Margaret. The behind the scenes Margaret, who never wants to come to the show. Anyway, we're going to Chima's tomorrow night for your birthday.
Yes, we are.
Ooh.
And our time is now up.
Okay.
Oh,
so
rats.
Tell everybody goodbye, and we'll be back.
It was a pleasure. Week. Thank you for listening to us, and we'll see you next Monday, 6 p.m.
www.w4cy.com.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Good night.
Thanks,
DJ.
You've been listening to the Eaton Critique Show with your hosts, award-winning restaurant critics, Steve-O and Sophia, brought to you by Encontro Italian Cuisine and Steakhouse, located in Coral Springs on the Walk. Be sure to join us again next week as Steve-O and Sophia interview top local restaurant owners and chefs. Steve-O and Sophia are known for their pure honesty when it comes to reviewing local restaurants. See you next week.